Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. I just bumped up the quality of the stream a little bit more so that we are running in 60 FPS now instead of 30. I think it's making a huge difference in terms of the quality of the stream, hopefully, so it should be a bit more smoother. It should look a bit nicer. It should look pretty good. So we're going to rock with that. We're leaving Seattle International Airport to Vancouver. That's where we're going. I just wanted to bump up the quality over there. I reckon 60 FPS is going to be a little bit better in terms of quality, so hopefully we should be pretty good. We're running all the way down to the end of the runway for a takeoff, and yeah, it should be pretty fun. Everything is looking pretty configured. We are like barreling down the taxiway right now. There goes a plane taking off. Well, we are like speeding down this taxiway. This thing really likes to move. Well, everything else is looking pretty good. Auto brakes are set. Everything else is good. All that's we're gonna bring up a little bit here. But yeah, just barreling down this taxiway. Looks like there's quite a bit of traffic here as well. There's a shit ton of traffic. We've got this guy stopped up here. Potentially, we're waiting. He's a departure, so we're gonna have to hold position on him. Yeah, there's no ATC in Seattle at the moment, so we're flying blind, which is pretty good. It's a beautiful morning here in Seattle. Absolutely stunning. Alright, we're making our way to the end of the runway here. We're going to start to apply some brake here and slow our plane down. Flick ourselves onto TARA. Turn our transponders on. Everything else is set. Everything else is looking pretty good. When they come up here, when we turn the lights coming on, those will lights set the takeoff. Landing lights are going to be coming on. Strobe lights coming on. Wing lights are coming on. We're good to go. We're going to go ahead and line up and wait on the line up and wait here on 16 left. We're going to go ahead and kill the music as we're getting ready for takeoff. I'm going to just look out for some planes. If we get some planes here, we're looking pretty clear at the moment. We'll go ahead and line up. Clear right as well. No arrivals, which is pretty good. So we're going to go ahead and line up and wait on the runway. Chrono's coming on, and we're going to turn on the clock as well. Doesn't look like there's anyone else on the runway at this time. We are good for our departure. As I said, we're flying blind, so, you know, it's good. Get ourselves onto the center line here. We're gonna set that flex up to flex 45. First detent, let it roll. Second detent, we're gonna pull our nose down a little bit here until we get to 100 knots. There's 100 knots. Neutral at 100. V1 rotates. Positive rate, gear up. Continue our flight out. It's a bit windy by the looks of it. Quite windy. First notch of flaps come up. Gonna go follow our way out of here. Ground spoilers, we can go ahead and disarm. And we're flying. So there's traffic above and below us. I'm gonna go to level climb here. Go up to 250 knots. Four 4,000 feet. $250 knots. We'll go ahead and select. Onto the other part here. Alright, so far we're traveling pretty well. We've got some traffic below us, but we're going to go ahead and begin our turn here. Passing through 6,000 feet. There is a little bit of lag. It's obviously because there's a lot of scenery here that we're going to deal with, so that's pretty fine. Pretty standard, really. Nav local lights we can go ahead and turn. Noticeable lights we can turn off. Noticeable lights we can turn off. Runway turn off lights can come off. Wing lights can come off as well. The engines are coming back down from the red. They were in the green and they were in the red for a bit there, so they're coming back down from that. Oh god. And we're beginning our turn here. And we'll get the music back on here when we get to 18,000 feet. Making that turn. Right. Back on course. Passing 11,000 feet. Turn off our landing lights. Landing lights can come off. Constraints as well. So we should here be above 14,000. Should be above 6,000 feet, which we are, which is good. So we are passing up to 18,000 feet, and then from there we'll head up to 10,000 feet as our assigned altitude. And we're on our way to Vancouver. Which is pretty special. Oh, we're up to 18,000 feet. We're gonna go ahead and put the QNH to standard now. We're over to standard. And we're gonna go ahead and climb up 26,000 feet. Get ourselves up to our cruise altitude. Punch that in. Speed restrictions, we can go and lift as well. We can clear our speeds. And get ourselves up to our cruising altitude. And we can get the music going back on again. Welcome everybody, we are here doing a flight from Seattle International Airport out to Vancouver. We have just left. It's taken us a long time to get up in the air. I had some issues with the flight plan, but nonetheless we are here flying. I got some cool cockpit views, which is pretty nice. It took me a while to get them going, but we have got them. Got some nice shots out over the wings on either side of the aircraft. In the internal view as well, we have a couple of shots looking out of the aircraft, out over the front of the cockpit, and then we got a few coming back looking over their whole cockpit actually. So yeah, we've just taken off. We're going towards Orlando International Airport using Vatsim. So unfortunately there's no controllers connected at the moment or any departure or center. We're waiting be connected to someone. That's a problem with Vatsim. Sometimes you're connected to some controller, sometimes you're not. So it's a matter of just waiting the game and hoping that you get connected to someone. We'll go and turn the constraints off here. And we're just flying up the flight level 260 to Vancouver. Everything is looking pretty good at the moment. Flaps are retracted, everything's pretty smooth. Destination data. I mean, yeah, we're gonna enter that soon because it's a very short flight. It's only like an hour or so, less than that, if anything. A couple of like 20-30 minutes. It's not a huge flight for us, so it's not gonna require a lot. We'll turn that music down a little bit. As you can see, we're basically up to a top of climb basically already. So it's not gonna. We're not going to take that long to get into Vancouver at this time. So we're going to go ahead and come down and get our destination data. We're going to go over to the performance page. Go to the next phase and we'll get a QNH for Vancouver here. Vancouver is going to be 30.10. Enter that into here. Temperatures are going to be 9 degrees. Magnitude winds, we're looking at 2 knots. Wow, there's actually no wind whatsoever. The transitional altitude will go like 18,000. What, more than 18,000, god. Alright, that's inserted. We're good to go. That is all good and dandy. We can turn off the Cyvr signs. And we're traveling all the way out to Vancouver. There's a nice gentle flight. Ooh, I say that as we're getting turbulence. Good stuff. Man, it is just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. It's absolutely cracker. Let me know in the chat below where you want to fly next. Obviously, we're going to Vancouver. From there, we're going to fly anywhere. So let me know in the chat where you want to go from Vancouver. I'm happy for any suggestions. Let me know down in the chat as to where you want to head to. We'll probably change liveries as well, as we are using the Delta Airlines flight. God, that is hella loud. My god. Ear rape. But that is what we are using, is the Delta Airlines flight. Delta Airlines livery. But some exciting news though. We are getting some new logos as well as some new designs coming out for the stream overlays, which is pretty cool. I'm working with a cool designer to get that going. So stay tuned for in the coming weeks. We should have some new designs. Should be pretty neat. I'm very excited for that. So far, we're looking pretty good on our approach at the moment. We're going to go over a flight plan here as well, just so that we can make sure that everything is running smooth. Right now, we're about to come over Bangor. From that, it's Pangle. And then there's a few more to come into, and then basically on our final approach straight into I think runway 8 right, I think, going into. So that should be pretty cool. Hopefully they have a ATC down at Vancouver, because right now we're flying blind. There's no ATC connected to Vatsim at the moment. I probably should, when we get closer to Vatsim, is insert the arrival runway, because at the moment there's no arrival runway inserted, so we might have to do that. Go from Vatsim to we can go back out from that. Actually, we can go down, CYVR arrivals, ILS 08 right, no star. I think we need a star at the moment. We'll just go transit. We'll just go insert that actually. That should update that a little bit for us. We'll just modify that route there a little bit. And yeah, from there we should be basically coming straight into runway 8 right, which is what we want. Perfect. So if anything, we're beginning hear descent very soon, because we're not in the air for that long, really. Before you know it, we basically have to start a descent, so... we basically just have to start getting ready for it. Descent would be basically at that check mark there. It's a very short flight, and it's taking me an hour to get up in the air. Good. That's what we want. That is what we want. Alright, beginning our base. We're beginning our turn here. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and begin our descent down very soon. The Condi is basically when we want to start our descent, so flight level 18,500. We're gonna go down to 18,500. We're gonna gradual descent down. I'm gonna turn on our safety seatbelt signs. Alright, we're getting a descent down, which is good. When we get to Camzo, we basically want to be at flight level 13, flight level 13,400 feet is where we want to be from there. It is so beautiful though. Just check that out. How gorgeous is that? That is just stunning. That is magnificent. Yeah, it is really beautiful. Absolute beautiful. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and begin a further descent down. I'm gonna go down to 17,000 feet. Get ourselves down to there. I believe we need to get a QNH as well, which is 30.10. I'm gonna continue descending down. The major problem here is the fact that we're still flying blind, so there's no ATC. Which is a bit unfortunate, but I mean, at the end of the day, it is what it is. So hopefully there's no planes that we're going to be flying into, I hope. Because, yeah, Vancouver's basically just over to our left there. In that vicinity, about like 11, 10 o'clock. Alright, descending down through to 18,000. We're gonna go to 16,800. Like that. Gonna turn here. We're gonna start turning on our landing lights, landing systems as well. Turn them on, engage that. Nice music. Very nice turn here. In fact, look at that. How beautiful. Just done, and all that's happening on that corner. Holding to flash. It is beautiful. Very nice indeed. Alright, we're coming down to 16,800. So we're going to begin going down to 13,000. We may even start just to descend slowly down to 10,000 feet. I mean, there are certain altitude restrictions that we're going to be mindful of as well. We can't just bombard down to like a certain altitude. We're going to maintain a certain altitude. So basically, yeah, 18,000 feet. Doesn't really say actually in terms of restrictions. Yeah, you basically want to be. We'll click our constraints on here just so we get a visual as to what our constraints are going to be. I'm in the cam zone now, so we should be descending down to flight level 340. 13,500. We're going to descend down to 13,000. I'm going to slow our speeds down to 280. Add some speed breakage just to help slow us down a bit. Even though ATC at the moment, so we're still flying blind, but that's fine. I mean, not a big deal. No zag, I think it is. We want to be at 8,150, so we want to descend a lot there. So we want to come down to 8,000. So yeah, Vancouver's just off to our right here. I have the airfield in sight. It's just off to, airport just off to our right there. Maintain 8,000 feet. QNH can go back to standard, back to 30.10. Only about a 24-minute flight. It's a very short flight from Seattle to Vancouver. Not long at all. Really, really short. The ILS is locked on as well, which is good, so that's fantastic. We're going to slow to 250. 250. Can't seem to see too many planes out there either, which is quite quiet. But we're looking pretty good. You can see that we're coming down pretty quickly now, 12,000 feet. You basically get your cruising altitude and you're beginning descent. That's what it's pretty much like. Nakma, once we get to Nakma, we want to be at 5,850,000 feet. 5,850 feet is where we want to be at, and then from there basically is where we pretty much come in and land. I'm gonna go ahead and go down to 6,000. Passing 10,000 feet, we'll go ahead and turn our landing lights on. Turn our nose-wheel lights set to takeoff position. Runway turn-off lights can come on. Wing lights coming on as well. We're not going to activate operation until we begin that final base turn, and then we'll come in. As I said, we're doing a blind landing, so we're not connected to any ATC at the moment. But that's alright. It is all good. Oh, there's a ship over there. Look at that. It's like a container ship or something. Now, how stunning is that though? Have a look at that. That is just beautiful. Beautiful. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and slow down to 220 knots. We're actually slow down to 180. We're really gonna slow this plane down now. And some speed brakes. Just help slow us down. It's a bit early putting flaps. Actually, yes, we can put flaps. Flaps 1. I believe our approach is locked in. Yeah, approach is already locked in, which is good. So we're slowing down. We're slowing the plane down. Want to go to 5,000. Coming into land. Right into the sun as well, so that's beautiful. I can see the runway from here actually. There is the runways there, so that is good. We have the runways in sight. Yeah, flaps 2. Beginning our base turn, we're going to go ahead and activate approach raise. Cut single 1, glide slope, so it's going to lock onto the localizer here. And once we get to about 7 nautical miles out from the runway, we'll go ahead and deploy our landing gear. So basically we want to be down at flight level 3,000, so I'm going to go ahead and descend to flight level 3,000. Basically to keep descending the aircraft down. Okay, flap 3. Bringing speeds down to 130. Get one more notch of flaps. We're a little bit high here, so we're going to try and see if we can get down a little bit quicker. Expedite this then, see if we can get down a lot quicker here. We are very high. I'm going to deploy a landing gear. And add some speed brake here, trying to slow us down. Speed brakes. At the moment we are pretty high. We're passing 3,000, so we should bank it pretty much in time. We should be pretty good. We're going to go flaps full. Flaps full. Actually, no, we're going to keep flaps 3 at the moment. Speed's down to 120. We can probably turn speeds off now, actually. Alright, we're on our final approach into Seattle. This is pretty good. We're going to go and alert the cabin crew, let them know. Everything else is looking pretty good. Flaps are retracted. We'll set them to full. Check. We're locked on with the localizer now, which is good. We're just beginning our descent down into the runway. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the music. We're going to take autopilot. We're going to descend a little bit more here. Get ourselves down a bit. A little bit high on this one. Oh. And floating in textures. Oh dear. We're a little bit higher.
50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
We landed somehow. I don't know how, but we did. 60. Auto reverse. Release. Alright, we landed somehow. I don't know how, but we managed to land the aircraft. Go figure. I mean, I'm not entirely sure how we did that, but we did it. Oh jeez. Flying over the top of us. That's amazing. Oh god, there's one taking off as well. Oh, that's not good. Dead. Insta dead. Take the next taxiway. Alright, we have landed at Vancouver. It was an interesting landing. I was a bit high on my approach, so I had to take manual control and land it myself, which was a bit interesting. We had the plane take off and land at the same time on the same runway, so that was a bit funny. But we are here at Vancouver, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go ahead and park at the gate, and from there we are going to find another airport to take off from. So let me know in the comments where you want to go. We're going to take this runway here, take this taxiway here, and get off the taxiway. Still no luck with Vatsim, unfortunately. Still no air traffic controllers, which is a bit annoying. We've basically used the whole runway just to get off. So we're gonna set up here, and we're gonna clean up the aircraft here a little bit. We're gonna turn off flight directors. Approach, come off, turn off all of that good stuff. Retract flaps. Retract ground spoilers. Ground spoilers coming off, back to standby. Go ahead and turn off runway, turn off lights. Drives coming off. I believe we are on the wrong side as well. I feel like we're meant to be on the other side here. Nope, maybe I'm on the right side. Nope, yep, no, we're right. I wasn't sure which side we're actually meant to be on. This is my first time actually arriving at Vancouver, so we'll go ahead and turn off landing lights coming off. Those were lights set back to taxi. That's fine there. Pretty good. We'll turn on the APU as well while we're here. Click on the APU. And yeah, welcome to Vancouver. Oh geez, but taxiing pretty quick. That's the thing when you're using the Thrustmaster quadrants. They like to go, regardless if you have it on like the slightest like incline or detent, it decides just to roll, and you just have to apply so much brake. It's ridiculous. Let's get some music. Get the music back on. This thing just, as you see, it just wants to roll. I'm constantly pushing the brake down just to slow us down here. I'll turn on the brake fans as well. I'm sure those brakes are going to be hot. After all of that, I didn't even put on the train radar. God damn it. Right, everything else is looking pretty good. Flaps are retracted, speed brakes are retracted, engine mode selectors are good. APU is turned on. We're looking pretty good. Just need to keep slowing the aircraft down now. Let's see. What happened to our views? Where's our views gone? I had some preset views and they've just gone walkabout. There we go. The same. We have some views that are pre-saved. Damn, this thing still wants to roll. I don't even know where we have to go as an airliner. I'm just taxiing down the taxiway right now. Do we go over here? I'm assuming we go in here. That must be the general aviation ramp. We're likely going to be over the corner here. Yep. I reckon that's where we're going to be. It looks like it. Adam's Handler, thank you so much for the follow. Much appreciated. Oh god, you're making me steer off the run. Any terrible frame rates? Not so much. Is it looking pretty good on your side? Does it look pretty stable? Any lag or anything like that? Coming in, I had a bit. Coming in, landing on Vancouver, I had a shit ton. To the point that I almost crashed because it just froze, and I was like, "Oh god, are we gonna land safely?" But the landing was a bit average. I was a bit high on my approach. But so far that's been pretty good. Worst frame rates I get is mostly coming out of Denver or Salt Lake. They're the worst because I've got scenery packages for them that are paid, so they are a little bit demanding on the frames. But that's been pretty good. We are going to take off from the same airport. I'm going to fly to an... Damn, 5 FPS. Shit, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. I mean, I'm using just the Delta Airlines livery. It doesn't really have that much impact on frames. But we're going to settle down here at one of these gates. I'm not sure which one I'm going to go to, but we'll just pick one. We'll probably just take that one there in front of us. That looks pretty good. And we'll go to another airport. We're going to go ahead and settle in here. That's good. There's no markers or anything like that, so that's amazing. We'll just have to line it up somewhere. Actually, let's go to this one. Change my mind. This one's got more people. It was more inviting. Let's go to that. Change my mind on the taxiway. I'm on the ramp here. I'm gonna go to this gate. This gate looks better. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and slow down. Good, the target's in the wrong spot. That's amazing. The target's blocking us off here badly. Oh, god. Hello, fuel truck. Good. I'm gonna line up here. More to the right. Yes, sir. I feel like we should come more this way. There's no lines or anything like that, so... Straight back. I got you, man. Hello, Mr. Marshall here. We should theoretically turn our taxi lights off as well. We're probably blinding the poor fella. And waiting. We'll go there. That works for us. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Vancouver. Almost forgot where we were. We're going to go ahead and start to shut things down here. We're going to go over here and go to the external power. Turn the external power on. Get the bridge, doorways, fuel, trucks, and everything like that. Baggage handlers, doors, you name it. Crossing it all. Turn the external power here. We're going to shut the engines down. Starting off with number 1. We'll shut him down. Right, and we're going to go over to number 2. I'm going to shut number 2 down as well. Let's go ahead and do number 2 here. What is that thing sticking out? That looks horrible. What is that? It must be in a... There we go, we have landed. Okay, we can continue. We don't need that logbook. Oh, I should turn that off in the settings. That's really annoying. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are looking pretty good. Let's go ahead and shut the rest of the aircraft down here. Okay, guys, we're going to go ahead and flick to the off position. Fuel pumps, I'm going to go ahead and turn off. Beacon lights coming off. Strobe lights coming off as well. Wow, I should have had them off way before I landed. After I landed there. Alright, wing lights coming off. Navigator lights coming off. Turning off. Safety seatbelt signs. Shutting things down here. Everything is looking pretty good. That's 1 and 2 coming off, and we can turn the external power off as well. Might as well turn that all off. Alright, and that is it. We're looking pretty good at the moment. I'm also the look out of Vancouver. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna leave it there for a minute. We're gonna go ahead and find another airport to go to. And we'll be back with you right in a minute. we're gonna go ahead and pick another airport from Vancouver. So let me know where you want to head to. I'm taking suggestions, so let me know where you want to fly from. Doesn't have to be Vancouver, we can go anywhere. So let me know where you want to see a flight from. I'm happy to go to any airport that you choose. I'm basically having a look to see what we have with Vatsim that we can use with the with ATC and stuff. So we're just having a look to see who was available. Just let me know if you have any suggestions of any airports you want to see us fly from. I'm happy to take on board anything. Right. They're gonna go ahead and do this. Fly from Denver International Airport to Kansas City. Let's do it. Quick little flight from Denver to Kansas City. Change it up a little bit, get a bit of different scenery, different different airliner. It's going to be doing Frontier Flight 1835, my classic. 'Cause why not? It's a good plane. It's a good flight that I like to do from Denver, so we're going to do it tonight. Why not? So we go from Denver International Airport to Kansas City. About an hour and 45-minute flight, presumably, a bit more. So we're going to get that going. Hopefully we can connect to Vatsim and use some real-world pilot and air traffic control. So that is the plan. So it should be pretty fun. I hope the flight plans will fill out this time and we shouldn't have any delays. So we should get jumping straight into it and getting flying. It should be pretty fun. Hopefully we have no lag. I'm hoping it should be pretty smooth. Enjoy some chilling music before the flight. Get my maps up here in the meantime, and we'll go ahead and import the new flight plan into the charts. Right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and jump straight into the cockpit. Before we do this, do a little walk around first, make sure that everything is looking good. Do our little pre-flight checks. Walk around and do that. Might as well do a pre-flight check before we fly. Let's have a look, see what we got here. Let's have a look at the wheels. Wheels are looking pretty good. Nice hot looking wheels. Leading edges are looking pretty good. Engines are looking pretty hot as well. Nothing wrong with the engines there. Leading edges on the wings looking fine. no rough marks or anything like that. Looking pretty good. Not too bad at all. Have a look at the rear wheels here. Rear wheels look pretty good as well. Let's make this a little bit smoother so it's not as juddery as it is, because right now it's feeling like that, isn't it? A little bit juddery. Green speed, let's slow that right down. Zoom that, let's bring that out a bit. Let's see if that's any better with the drone there. I want something a bit smoother. It feels like it's opposite. It's fast, if anything. Drone speed, maybe I have to like crank it up, maybe. Oh, rotation speeds. Lock that down. Maybe like that, then potentially that might do it for us. Oh yeah, that's better. That's nice and smooth. If anything, it's more sluggish. Oh, that's very fast. Hang on a second. Let's slow that down. Drone speeds, we'll bring that down a bit as well. Oh god, that's still really quick. That's still really quick. That's a little bit better. If anything, another turning pace is a little bit sluggish. That's a little bit better. Alright, looking at the tires are looking pretty hot. No pun intended. Looking pretty good there. We're going to continue around the rear of the aircraft now. Using the air livery for the Frontier Airlines, which is pretty cool looking. Horizontal vertical stabilizers are looking pretty nice as well. Nothing to report there on that one. Looks pretty good. November 366 Foxtrot Roberts. It's a classic. All looking pretty good there too. This side of the wheels are looking pretty good. The engine's looking fantastic. Nothing there for the engine. Going down to these wheels. Looking pretty good. Pretty good. Alright, if anything, the external checks are looking pretty fine. Let's go ahead, hop into the cockpit and get ourselves underway. Right, we're here in the cockpit. We'll go ahead and do our pre-flight checks here in the cockpit. Parking brakes are applied. Transponders are retracted. Flaps are retracted. The engine mode selectors are in the normal. Engine master switches are off. Engine mode selector is in the normal position. We'll jump up to the top here. Oh. Make sure that all of our systems are in the up position. External power is available. We're not going to click that on just yet, but we're going to come down and check that our landing gear lever is down, which it is. We're going to come over to our computer here. I'm going to turn on the flight pad. There it is. Flight pad. When to go to the ground services, request external power. When they get the passenger stairway is activated as well. Forward door, we're going to request. Fuel truck, we're going to request. After doors and catering and baggages, all of that good jazz, we're going to request. Give it us. Here it is. Give it all to us, I say. We'll have it all, friend. We'll have it all. We're going to use packs for this flight. I thought, why not? We might as well use packs, so we're going to do that. Blue from Simproof. There we go. Well, I like it them MacDo as well, so that's all good to go. I'm going to go down to the MacDo. I mean, we can't turn on yet because we've got to turn on external power, obviously. Was it 9, I think? There we go. No, 8. There we are. Alright, we're going to go ahead and turn on external power. External power available. Batteries 1 and 2 are coming online. Nav logo lights can come on. Legal signs can come into the on position. Emergency exit lights in armed position. ADAS, we're going to click over to the nav position as well. Food supplies are coming online. fairly goodly. We're going to come down here and flick on all of our PFDs, make them nice and bright as well. Do the same with the other side as well. Make them nice and bright. I'm not really going to worry too much about that because we're going to be doing some daytime flights anyway, so there's no problems. Flight directors will switch on. Might as well flick them on. Still no ATIS information or controllers or anything like that, so that's a bit of a pain in the ass. Still nothing. See if I can disconnect and reconnect, see if we get someone maybe. Fire up flight plan again. Flight level 330. Still doesn't look like there's anyone going to be in a controller's seat today, so that's a bit of a pain in the ass, but that's okay. It is what it is. We're going to go ahead and make our MacDo's a little bit brighter here. Alright, that's all good and dandy. So that's we're going to bring up a little bit too. A bit of the light to it. Why not? Do the same with the overhead lights as well, make them a little bit brighter. Goodly, goodly, goodly. E-cams will make them a bit bright too. Portable. Alright, let's go ahead and jump down to the MacDo here. We'll go over to our inner page. I'm going to get that alternate airport today, which for us, our alternate airport is going to be Kilo Sierra Tango Lima. Input that. Cost index. Now cost index will be 54.54. And a flight altitude of 330. The IRS for today's flight, well obviously we're gonna have to align it. We'll align that. That's all good, that's all good, that's all good. We'll go to the inner page. Number 2, we've got a 0 fuel weight. Get a 0 fuel weight here for today's flight. Let's have a squeeze, see what we got. It's going to be a payload of 15.7. Gonna pop that. Oh, hello fuel. It's nice of you to come and join us. Good timing, in fact. 15.7 payload. Good timing, in fact. Then. Good timing indeed. We go down to 15.7. See where we go. 15.6. What's the next one up from that? 15.6. We're gonna have to do. Fuel will be 9.4 is our block. Let's see if I can bring that down a bit. That's a bit excessive. .4. We'll go with that. That's pretty good. I'm happy with that, son. We'll go back over here and input that into here. Block fuel of 9.4. Splendid. When they go over to our flight plan, verify the flight plan, make sure that is all handy dory. We'll double check the flight plan here. Still no one in the controller range, which is a bit sad. It is what it is though, unfortunately. Sometimes you got people, sometimes you don't. The luck of the draw, I guess. So waiting a little bit longer for our ADAS to align. But that is okay. We don't really need that turned on. I can go back to standby. We'll go to TARI. Alright, let's have a look. Let's have a squiz here. See what we got. We got departing runway 08. Tight. The hand. The gas. The snapper. Emmys, Zurich, Phoenix, Johnson's. Decelerate. And into KMCI. What sector arrivals here? Let's see what active runways they are using at the moment at KMCI. Let's have a look at what the arrival runways are for the time being. Let's have a looky. I'm gonna have a look and see what their runways they are using. One left, and there is 19 right. We got 6, runway 6, runway 27, and runway 16 left. We got the edits information of Kilo Mike Charlie Ida, or India rather. I guess we could take runway 27 now. That's runway 27. We'll go with that. Might as well. Doesn't really matter too much, does it? I think it's the Johnson 1 that we're taking. Let me have a look here, verify it with that flight plan here. Johnson 1 is what we're taking. Go and pop that in there. ANX. And we are going to 27 anyway, so that is perfect. Novia. Perfect. Insert. Cool. So our flight plan is good to go. We can go ahead and verify that now. We'll check it out. Alright, let's have a look. So we're going up the tight, and the gas, the sniper, the M's, the Zirkle, the peak, Asics, Jason, and then it's basically straight in from there, straight around into the runway. It's a bit of a curve. If anything, we're doing a bit of a loop there, which is pretty cool. But the flight plan's good to go. I'm happy with that. We'll get back to the arc mode. We're going to turn on our APU. Get that APU fired up. In the meantime, let's get packs set up here as well. Yeah, where have I got that on the taskbar? Yeah, I don't have it on the taskbar. That's good. Let's go ahead and open up packs here. I swear I have it here. Let me double check. Booting up packs. No, no, we don't have X-Plane 11. We have Microsoft Flight Simulator, yes. Let's go ahead and load her up. That's nice. Let's go ahead and load her up, man. Come on. There we go. We've got packs here. Let's go ahead and move that over. You may not be able to see packs because it is, I'm running it through the stream via game capture. Let me go ahead and switch over to blade capture for you. Now you should maybe be able to see it, maybe. I do prefer to use game capture though, just so that it doesn't bug out in like that. Does, yeah, game capture is kind of better. You get a better performance. So I'm gonna stick with that. So you may not see packs at all, but it is what it is, I guess. You know what? Just for the time being, we are gonna go to display capture. So let's go start the flights. Next, I'm gonna go from calculate up that. Oh. God damn it! There it goes. Let me open that up again. I'm trying to see if I can get packs to open up, but it doesn't want to. Anyway, not to worry. Beacon lights coming on. APU can actually fire up. I should have done that ages ago. I just got a bit sidetracked there. APU blade can come on. Fuel bombs can come off. Go over here. Doors we can go ahead and close. Alright, let's go ahead and do this. Get rates are going away. Looking pretty good there. We're going to go ahead and turn on our constraints here. The constraints all set up. Current radar we're going to flick on as well. We're going to go over into our performance page. Get our V1 speeds, V2 speeds, and our VR speeds. So we're going to be 2 down 0.1 flex 45. Pretty good, pretty good. I am happy with that. Still no controller, so we're going to have to just wing it again on our own, unfortunately. Classic. Clearly what we're going to be doing tonight is just flying by ourselves without any air traffic control, but that is what it is, unfortunately. Let's go ahead and round up the tug here. We got the full, we got the tug coming. Turn off external power. I'm sure our APU is all fired up now. Yep, she's available. Perfecto. What we want. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and go into phase here. Go ahead and do this. Taxi yourselves out of here. Beacon light is confirmed on. Go over to engine mode selected to ignition start. Firing up number 1. Let's have a listen. Engine number 2 coming on. That does that. We're gonna set parking brake. And go over to remove the tug. Tug is now disconnected. Turn on noseband lights. Stove lights set to stand by. I'm gonna set the flaps here. Flaps 2. Rear brake arms. Go to takeoff config. Alright, alright. I swear I put my VR speeds in. My VR speeds are in there. There's a bit of a disagreement there. That's okay. We'll update the VR speeds here. I'll transition to altitude at 18,000 feet. Oh dear. Oh god. Clear that. Clear that. Clear that. Clear that. $18,000. Intercept. Perfect door. We're good with that. Alright, that is all good to go. We're set. We can go and clear that. Take off config. Auto brake set to max. Check. Flight controls. Full left. Neutral. Full right. Neutral. Pitch down. Neutral. Pitch up. Neutral. Rudder. Full left. Neutral. Rudder full right. Neutral. Brakes. Check. Alright, let's go ahead and taxi. Let's go and see where runway 8 is. We should have really gone the other way. Yeah, we're facing the wrong way. Of course we are. That's right, we can turn around. License set to take off. APU master switch can come off. APU bleed can come off. Engines are good. Oh, cool. Let's go ahead and do a UE. Engine mode selected back to normal. Release parking brake. Add a bit of power. We'll get ourselves going here. This one's a bit of power. Oh yeah, this is nice music. Classic. Alright, we're rolling. We're heading out to runway 8. Gonna begin our flight from Denver to Kansas City. For the cabin. Beautiful. Looking pretty good. Yeah, it's some great music right now. Good. Classic. So we're heading out to runway 8. It's just up to our left here on one of those other runways. That's where we're heading to. What's that altitude to like 18,000? We'll make our way to Kansas City. Right. Looking pretty good. So far it's pretty good. Weather-wise it's not too bad. Lots of clouds, but it's not too bad really. Everything else is pretty much set up, ready to go. We just need to set our weather radars on. Pretty good. Now we're really rolling. Moving out to runway 8. Where we're heading. Let's do this. We are flying. Let's taxiway. Oh, we're gonna head out to runway 8. We're gonna go ahead and get ourselves situated and go from there. Everything else in terms of the cockpit is all pretty much set up, ready to go. There's nothing really else I don't think I need to adjust here. Things are pretty much set where they should be. I don't need to make any adjustments. With the plane coming into land there. Right. It's a bit bumpy. Boompy, boompy. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and make our way out to the runway. Runway number 8. Oh god, we're going really fast around this corner. Oh dear lord. Blow ourselves down here. We're gonna go over. The transponder is gonna come on. We're gonna set our trim position as well. To down 0.1. Good. Oh. Red lights coming on. Orange tunnel lights coming on. Noticeable lights set to taxi. Takeoff lights coming on also. I'm gonna go ahead and cue the music. And get ourselves ready and lined up and wait at runway 08. I'm gonna go ahead and pull up onto the runway here. Set the chrono and set our clock. Go ahead and make our way onto the runway. I'm going to flex 45. Clear left. Looking pretty clear right. Go ahead and line up and wait. We must have like a parking brake on or something. No, we don't. Don't know what was happening there. Anyway. Because I'm hitting the brake. Lol. Right, line up on runway 8 at the moment. Pretty good. Line ourselves up on the center line here. Yeah. First detent. Second detent, flex. Pitch down. Until we get to 100. Hitting knots, cross check continuing. $100 cross neutral at 100. V1 rotate. Oh god, we got the plane there as well. Positive rate of climb, you're up. Flaps, 1. Oh, too many flaps. Flaps 1. Come down here and go. Spoilers disarmed. Almost at that S speeds here, which we can go ahead and retract. Flaps 1. And just hand flying the aircraft at the moment. Go ahead and turn off our runway tunnel lights. Wing lights gonna come off. Laser lights can come off as well. There's our S speeds, track flaps. And we can bring throttle climb. Maintain 250 knots. Autopilot. What are you doing that for? Don't do that. And we're now flying out. So far, so good. We're flying pretty well. Not too bad, really. We'll go ahead and turn off landing lights. We're gonna architect it. We're gonna go ahead and turn on NDIs. And we'll bring our cruising altitude up to 33,000 feet. And we're now flying out of Denver. For those of you tuning in, we're doing a flight from Denver International Airport to Kansas City. We're using the Frontier flight livery, or the Frontier Airlines livery rather. Got a nice flight. Passing to 20,000 feet. God, I should have put this to standard miles ago. Go back, pop that into standard. We are trying to connect to Zimbreef. Unfortunately, there's no air traffic controllers again, so we're just flying single-handedly without the ATC. It's a long flight ahead of us, so stay tuned. It's pretty fun. a beautiful day, lots of clouds, a bit of ice as well. It is just stunning. Just an amazing aircraft to fly. The old Airbus A320NX. Just a magnificent day to be flying. So good. The reason why you're seeing ice is obviously due to Microsoft's limitations. It's just what it is, so we can't do much about the ice, unfortunately, unless we really turn off the settings. But you know, it's not going to have any effect on the aircraft. We do have our anti-icing switched on top here, so that is on. We do have our anti-ice switches on, beacon lights are on, strobe lights on, everything else is off. Everything else is pretty good in fact. But we could add some pack float, but we don't want to high. We can add a bit of warmth to the cabin. Actually, it's more of a day, so we'll probably add a bit of cold to it. Everything else is pretty good. I'm happy with how things are set up. We're pretty good for the duration of our flight. There's not much really else that we need to do here. We could come down to the MacDo and put in our arrival information for the airport, but that's not really relevant at this time. We don't really need to bother with that just yet. We're not currently at that point of our flight yet, but we need to worry about that. We can just chill and enjoy some music. Right now we're climbing up to 33,000 feet. Doing pretty well. Even the computers are frozen up. Gotta love it. I believe there is an update for this aircraft, which is pretty cool, so we can check that out in the next live stream when we go live. We can have a better look at the new update for the aircraft. Whoa, what? Can we fly across the screen then? Having a sus, but they believe there is an update for the aircraft, so we're just having a look at that. Oh, we're going to be flying through some clouds. Pretty fun. We're flying through the clouds from Denver International Airport to Kansas City. We're still flying. Almost approaching our cruising altitude of 33,000 feet. And then we can sit back, relax, have a chat. I'm very excited. We do have some new projects coming up. I'm going to be working on some more LS55 videos, some more fly sim videos. Go ahead, check me out on my YouTube channel, The Mighty CB. You can see all my latest LS55 videos and live streams. Live streams will be on The Mighty CB Live. You can go and check that out. This live stream will be on there as well. But other than that, really, that's pretty much it I've got planned. Just a lot of content coming out. That's what we're pushing for. There's a lot of gaming content with DOJ RP as well. I'm in the Department of Justice roleplay community with Polkat 324 as the main director of DOJ RP. So I'm in that community. I have planned to provide you guys with some of that content of some DOJ once I get into the media department. Once I get into the media department, I'll be pushing out live streams of DOJ, Flight Sim, LSPDFR. Funny of that, I've been doing recordings today of LSPDFR and it was just crashing constantly. I somehow managed to get through a full recording of it, and it's hilarious, so stay tuned for that down the track of that, which will be pretty fun. But yeah, we're going to continue on with our flying here to Denver, to Kansas, and yeah, it should be pretty relaxing. I'm looking at updating the logos as well. That should be coming out pretty soon. New logos, which will be pretty cool, as well as some just new merch stuff, which will be pretty nice. But I can't even English. Pretty nice. So yeah, stay tuned. So far things are looking pretty good at the moment, though. It's not too bad in terms of performance. Flight-wise, we're looking pretty good. We've got a full flight ahead of us, so let's continue on with our current heading and sit back, relax, and enjoy the music. run to flight 1835 to Kansas City. I hope you're all doing well on a fine Thursday, Friday, Wednesday. Definitely not Friday. Happy Wednesday to you all. I hope you're doing well. Or Thursday, depending where you are. For me, it's Thursday morning. It's 1 o'clock in the morning for me, so it's a late stream, but we're here doing it. We're on a full flight. Denver International to Salt Lake. No, God, we're not going to Salt Lake. I'm so used to doing Salt Lake flights. It's always Denver to Salt Lake or Salt Lake back to Denver, but we're doing Denver this time to Kansas City. I started the stream off going from Seattle International Airport to Vancouver, and then from there we went straight to Denver to... Now I'm completely lost where we're going now. But anyway, we're flying in the A320neo. So far it's been pretty good. Been a relaxing flight. Not much really going on. It's just icy as shit, but that's purely because of the physics of this game. It's logic, right? Like, just have a look at my wings, right? You can see from just there, it's just like, it's been snowed upon badly. It's so bad, but it's physics, right? But in Microsoft Flight Sim, it is what it is, so we're just gonna deal with it. We aren't looking too bad. We're at a cruising altitude of 33,000 feet, maintaining 280 knots, which is, you know, it's up there, but it's not as fast. So far it's been pretty good, pretty cruisy. We are using the Vatsim network. Unfortunately, we don't have any controllers hooked up, so it's a bit of a bummer. The whole stream I've been basically going from airport to airport and been trying to get a flight controller, but unfortunately we don't have any ATC, so it is what it is. We're working with it. So what we're going to go ahead and do though is go ahead and go over to MacDo. I'm going to put in our destination arrival information. I already have the screen up. We'll go back to it and get that ready. Get that QNH from Kansas City. Oh dear, hello, this pack's coming up. There we go. I thought I had that hooked up. I've got to close the program. There we go. Alright, let's get the Kansas City ATIS and see what we are working with for our weather here. I mean, we don't want ATIS, we want the meter. What am I talking about? Let's get the meter. We use aviation, but that looks fine. Alright, the pressure is 30.26. We're going to put in altimeter of 30.26. Oh god. Too many twos. 26. Pop that into there. Our temperature today is going to be 5 degrees. Ooh, fresh. Pop that into there. Winds are going to be 310 at 14 miles per hour, 20 knots. So 14 miles per hour winds. It's not that excessive. It's, you know, it's not too bad. We'll go 14, 12. Actually, normally we go 130, don't we? Yeah, we'll go 130. No, 12 knots. Oh dear, we've got the slash. Man, it is that late. I can't even bloody type. You should have seen my landing before. It was that bad coming in from Vancouver. So bad. I was too high on my approach that I completely missed the runway. But hopefully on this one we come in pretty well. 18,000 feet for our 18,000 for our transition altitude. Other than that, I'm pretty cruisy. I'm very happy to have my full system here with you know, all the cameras and stuff. It's all good. We got full camera views. I set them up the other day. They're looking fantastic. I'm very happy with them. We got amazing views, so it's very good. It is so late that I can't even talk. My voice is like dead. I've got the count on the lap as well, so it's all happening right now. Focus. Right. We're looking pretty good. Destination information has been put in. We've still got quite a bit to go on our approach. You can see there we're coming in pretty soon to Kansas City. see if I can do like a cool camera drone here. Yeah. Alright, looking pretty good. We're doing pretty well. We're still a fair bit out from our top of descent. We can go and turn our terrain rather off. That's fine. That can come off. So we're still looking a few nautical miles out, about 240 nautical miles out until we actually reach probably Kansas City. So we've got a bit to go. But it is sunny outside. Oh, there's another aircraft. I'm so used to X-Plane 11 where you're on this device you could like hook up to the internet. Unfortunately that's not an option, but that's alright. Who needs internet, right? No one needs internet. But we're flying. Let's get back and get some more views happening, and we'll be back with you in a moment. Welcome to those tuning into this stream. We're out here today doing a frontier flight from Denver to Kansas City. Welcome to the mighty CB. Which, hope you're all doing well. Happy Wednesday to you all. Thursday, depending where you are. So far, it's going pretty well. We're almost halfway through the flight already. We got a little bit left to do on the leg, and then we're pretty much on our descent soon. It is 1:23 in the morning for me, so it's pretty early. But once we get the D peak, we're going to start a descent for flight level 220, and then from there we're coming to Kansas. Got a little bit left on the leg to do here, but it's not too bad. Coming in for a ILS approach to runway 27. The elevation is a lot higher though. It's like 10,000 feet for the elevation. It is insane. Quite unbelievable. But yeah, it's gonna be pretty good. We'll see what we get ourselves into this flight. Well, the remaining of it rather. But it's pretty good. We're just chilling, having a good time. Maintaining flight level 330, we're going to continue on with our heading, and then we'll come in for our descent soon. D peak is getting close rather. It's quite getting, it's really, about 60 nautical miles out. Yeah, we're going to begin our descent soon. Once it's at about, let's have a look here. At about flight level 220, so we can go ahead and pump that into the system. 220. Alright, we're beginning our descent now. 10 nautical miles out from our top of descent. We're going to go ahead and descend down to 22,000 feet. We're going to operational descent. Otherwise, it's going to be a gradual descent down to 220. And then we're going to begin our approach in very soon. Well, on a gradual descent down now to 22,000. Wow, we're flying down pretty quickly. But yeah, we're going to see how this landing goes. Been flying for a while now. Might even go down the operational descent. That's what we want. Turn the music down a little bit here. Alright, so far we're pretty good. 26,000 now. On our way down, 22,000. There's really not much left in the leg now. We're pretty much coming down now. Flight level 210 at A6, which is still a bit out. That's our top of the descent marker there. Let's see, A6, so it's gonna be on basically the final leg down, like on that turn. Got a few more turns to go. And then it's basically a big loop into the airport that we're taking. So if I go down to the plan mode, I'll show you what we've got going on. I'll bring it down a little bit smaller here. So we're at D-Pink at the moment, just passing D-Pink. From there, we're going to go to A6, to Jason. Basically from there, it's basically a loop in, and then we're basically landing. So it's not too much longer on the flight. Been nice and relaxing. And then basically it's just a full loop in on our final approach to runway 27. And then from there, it's just straight in, and then we're landing. So pretty good. Flight came up pretty quickly, actually. I thought it would be a bit longer than what I anticipated, but I haven't done this route before either. I generally go from Denver International to Salt Lake, and Salt Lake back to Denver. And I'm like, no, we need to explore some new airports, because it's getting a bit boring, you know, doing the same thing. So we're leveling off at 220 now. Pretty close to it, in fact. Excuse me. And yeah, we're leveling off at 220 now, and we'll continue on that heading on this altitude for the next duration of the flight until we need to descend a bit further. It'll be 210, I believe, is the next 12,000 at Jason, by the looks of it. So we'll get that preset ready to go, and then we'll basically continue our descent down from there. My god, it is still quite snowy out there on the wings. That's the one thing I don't like about the physics in Microsoft Flight Sim is this outcome. You would normally experience that sort of effect. Something like that you would normally expect to happen if you're in like literally the snow. That sort of effect normally happens, you know, if you're, how would I put it? You know, something like that normally would bring the plane down. But you know, Microsoft Flight Sim is not having any effect on the wings at all or the lift. You know, we're still flying, so plus. We're not too far out now on our next turn. Do let me know in the chat if you can hear the audio of the game. I'm trying to listen out for it on my side, but I'm not too sure whether you can hear it or not. I know the music is going. Some good crackers happening tonight, but let me know if you can hear the audio of the game itself. We're pretty much on that base leg now. We're going to be coming in soon, so it's pretty cool. We might turn on our terrain radar here and get that prepared. Get ready for our descent phase, as that's the crucial part of the next leg of the flight. We'll put our constraints on as well. It's a bit early doing all these steps and processes, but it's best to be prepared as much as possible. Make sure that we're all ready to go for the landing. NTIs, that's all fine. Things are looking good. We're actually approaching the next leg here, which is down to 21,000. So we're going to go ahead and begin that next leg down. 21,000, starting the turn. We're going to come down to 21,000 feet. May even drop it down to 12,000 actually. Get that ready down to 12,000, as that's the next waypoint here at Jason, 12,000. And then from there, we're pretty much following it all the way into runway 27 right, I think, or is it just runway 27? That's what they call it. I'm not too sure. I'm Australian, right? So I've got no idea. I'm just flying it. Do let me know if you can hear the game though. Please let me know if it's coming through. Good stuff. We're making that turn now. We're coming in. Oh, better turbulence. Let's see if we can get some approach. Kansas City. .95. Let's see if we got Kansas City Tower. No, we got nothing. Good. Good. Nothing for the 120.95. Trying to get hold of the under the airport information here. 118.90 is a Kansas City approach. 118.90. Cool. Switch across to 118.90. Looks like we still don't have any ATC on, so that's a bummer. Still no ATC. Nothing for that. Frequency 118.4. We can try that. 120.95 is the primary, actually. 120.95. So we can try 118.4. 0.95 is the standard. We'll go across to this one. If we can get hold of anyone. 118.4. Across. Still nothing. Still nothing. 120.95. We'll go back up to that. Still nothing. Where they go put our... altimeter back on, QNH. Our QNH is 30.26. Kansas City approach, frontier flight 1835 at flight level 12,000. Kansas City Center, frontier flight 1835. Kansas City approach, frontier flight 1835 at flight level 120,000. Look like nope, we still don't have anyone on frequency. Not that bummer. Coming to excuse me, coming to skids. Want to be at 10,000 at by Caleb, so I'm gonna go ahead and begin our descent down to 10,000. And on the all the safety silver signs are on anyway. That's good. Haven't even turned them off. Lol. Just imagine doing a full 3-hour flight without the safety silver signs switched off. Yeah, that's what would happen if you're on a flight with me. I forget to turn them off. But I want to begin our descent down to 10,000. We're gonna do a gradual descent down though. I'm gonna go negative. We're gonna go down to 300. No, we'll probably go about 1,500. Go 1,500. Perfect. 1,500. Gradual descent down to 10,000. Oh, it's a nice steady gradual descent. I mean, right now we don't need to get down to 12,000 feet by skids anyway. Or skids. I don't even know how to pronounce that waypoint. That is awkward as heck. SDKIS. I'll just go with that. SDKIS. We don't need to be down to about 12,000 feet. Then Caleb at 10,500. So realistic. Wait, that's only 10,000. 10,005. Very specific. So we don't need to get down to that until a while. So we're just doing a gradual descent down. We're pretty much getting into Kansas City now, so The airport is pretty much going to be just off to our left here, actually. Oh dear, wrong button. Yeah, we should have visual of the runway up ahead. Let's see. That'll be it there. We're coming into our descent now, coming into Kansas City. Coming into 10,000 feet very soon. Wow, a lot quicker than anticipated, actually. We'll go ahead and... Oh, that's because it didn't level off. It didn't activate. There we go. We can slow that down, actually. We don't need to come in that fast. Strains are on. We're going to go to max auto brake. We're going to go activate our landing systems as well. Wrong button. Didn't mean to do that. Oops. On that landing system's on. Coming down to 10,000 feet. Speeds have slowed down a little bit anyway, so that's fine. We'll add flaps 1. We'll slow the plane down a little bit here. We'll get down to 10,000. Let it get down to 10,000. Go ahead and turn our landing lights on. Man, a little bit of lag here. Landing, deep wrong button. Landing lights are coming on. We're going to turn the runway turn off lights on, and those will lights set to the takeoff position. Come on. No, you wanna. There you go. Wing lights, I'm not going to worry about that just yet. It's not really relevant. The airport should be pretty much up on that. Oh, wrong button as well. Whee! The airport should be just up onto our left nose here. Over here somewhere. I mean, I've never been into Kansas City before, so I got literally 0 ideas. It's a little bit laggy coming into here. I've never been to this part of the world before. That's probably why. Actually, it's directly below us by the looks of it. Where is the runway? On the airport. Is it on the other side? I literally have no idea. I don't even have a clue where the airport is. It's pretty much what it's saying is... Whoa, hello. We're looking at the sky. It's pretty much... smack bang below us, apparently. Supposedly. I couldn't see him on me. Unless I'm blind. There's, nothing there. I'd love to know where the runway is. It's up to our right by the looks of it. Okay, it's probably a bit further out here then. In this general vicinity. It's going to be a little bit laggy due to the fact I've never been to this part of the world before, so you're going to experience a little bit of lag, unfortunately. We are at 10,000 feet. Still descending, actually. Let's go ahead and make that happen a bit quicker. Alright. From Caleb, we want to be at 10,000 and then 6,000 at Karab. The airport should literally be off onto our left there. Yeah, I have the airport in sight. It is going to be out over here. Oh yeah, hello. Showing that's going to be the airport there. I do have the airport in sight. I do. I'm going to descend down to 6,000. And there's altitude restrictions below 10,000 anyway, so we're going to be below 10,000 feet. So I'm going to go ahead. 10,000, 6,000 by Carib NX. We'll gradually begin to descend down to 6,000. We'll go about 500 feet a minute. Look at that. Spoilers. Go flaps 2. Max auto brake. We're gonna go medium auto brake. We have the airport inside. Oh, that 11 o'clock there. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and kill the music as we're coming in on our approach here. Alright, we're getting a turn here, we're coming down pretty well. We're still pretty fast, so we're going to come down to about 240. We're going to activate our approach phase, not just yet. We're getting the descent down to about 210. Get about at 210. Descend down to 210 here. Go flaps 3. Flaps 1. Maybe not. We'll get that speeds back down here if we can. I'll slow the plane down. I'm gonna go brake. I'll slow the plane down a bit. Man, it is a bit laggy. I think it's trying to just put it, it's gonna be excuse me, it's gonna be a little bit laggy because it's trying to render all the scenery, so it's gonna be a little bit laggy, unfortunately. Yeah, it's having a huge hissy fit due to the lag. Not liking that at all. We have flaps 2. Go down to 2. Go 180 actually. Descend this 1500. There we go, 1670. I might even better saying that. Oh god, they're zooming in. Hello! Zooming in, man. Let's level up a little bit here. Okay, approach. Man, it is laggy as shit. Oh my god. It's bad. Really, the performance. Activate approach. Confirm. I'm gonna go another set of flaps. Maybe not quite yet. 7,000. Maybe down to 6,000, yeah. Alright, we're coming down to 6,000 feet now. Wing lights want to be gone. Brings anti-ice, engine ice when I turn off all the anti-ice systems. It be lagging quite a bit because of the scenery. I do apologize for it. It's a very laggy scenery. It's black land, yeah. 6,000, slims at 5,000. 3,000, 2,000. Yeah, we basically want to be runway 27 at 2,600 feet. $5,500, we'll go down to that. This is going to be a rough landing due to the amount of lag. My sim is really crapping itself right now with all of this. It's so bad. We'll be on the base turn soon. I'm gonna continue on. be beginning a turn soon on the arc there. Oh my god, is it so laggy? We might have to edit the graphic settings actually. I mean, that really hasn't improved much at all. A little bit better, but it's still... maintain 5,000. We're still doing pretty well. I'm going to continue on. Alrighty, folks, we're coming into our landing here at um, Kansas. I almost forgot where we were going at for a second. It's been a long flight, but we're finally on our way in. I had to lower the graphic setting because we were just having so much lag. It was that bad. It's just because I was trying to render the airport and just all its surroundings. It is just nuts. So it's a little bit better. It's still not the best. There's still a little bit of delay, but we're gonna have to make do with it, unfortunately. So we're basically at the final turn here of ANX. We're going to be on the final approach into the airport. If we go out to 160, you'll be able to see the full bend a little bit better. Actually, not really at all. But we're going to be coming around here in a minute and coming in for our landing approach here of the airport. It is just out on our wing here, not that wing, the other wing. Where is it? Oh, there we are. The airport is pretty much just out over here. We're basically going to flip in and then come in for a ILS landing. I'm going to get prepared for that. I'm going to begin our turn here. We're at 5,000 feet. I believe we're going to have to descend a little bit more than 5,000 feet. 4,000 feet by target. We're going to get 4,000 feet prepared here. Bring that down to 4,000. Start the cross. And go down to 4,000. T-car, Auburn, and then runway 127, runway 27, sorry, 4,000, 3,000, and then 2,600 is where we're going to be going down to. So I'm going to be beginning that turn very soon. Pretty much going to be beginning that turn about now. Been in the air for an hour and 17 minutes, so not too bad. Doesn't mean too bad at all. Right, we're going to be approaching Kansas City International Airport very soon. We're going to be on that final turn now. We're going to be coming in and locking onto the localizer. Alright, it's a nice gradual turn. It's nothing too full on, which is what I like about it. It's just nice and gentle. I believe the runway is going to be out to our left, out here somewhere. Honestly, cannot see anything. Got no idea. Right. It's a very slow turn. Oh my god. I believe the runway is going to be pretty much across from us, right across there as we're going to be coming in for a landing here. Just in that area. We have been using Vatsim. Unfortunately, there's no active air traffic controllers online, so we technically haven't been, but we have, if that makes any sense. So, let's see where we are at the moment. Just coming in through ANX at the moment here, and then coming up the carb, and then pretty much from there, we're just going to be direct in, and then that will activate the approach phase by hitting the approach button when we get ourselves lined up properly. If we come down to the Mach 2, we're pretty much coming down to Forbin. We'll be at 26,000 feet. That's when we're actually going to come in for a landing. Oh, hello, we're zooming in. Didn't mean to do that. Okay. So we're pretty much just finishing off the turn now. And coming in very soon to our airport. I have the runway lights in sight. I believe. No, I lied. I'm sorry. Let me know if you can hear the game audio though. Please let me know. It'd be awkward if I've been streaming for 3 hours and you haven't been hearing the game audio. That would suck. It wouldn't be good. Alright, we're lining up now. Very soon. Let's see if I can see anything. Go onto our nose view here and see if we have a better visual of the runway here. Nothing's really spawned in yet. It just looks like there's no airport out there, basically. It looks that desolate. I'm gathering it's going to be in here. At this point, I don't really know. Okay, where we go? We're coming down to ANX now. We're going to be coming in about 6,000 feet. I'm already sitting at 4,000, so full 5,000 technically. We'll go ahead and descend down in a second. We'll verify all of our switches. Window wipers are off, check. And our compass domes off, good. Web lights on, beacon lights on, wing lights on, nav logo lights are on. Those were lights are set to takeoff. Landing lights are on, runway turn off lights are set on. Flaps are not full, but they will be full soon. Ground spoilers armed, check. Landing gear lever is in the up position. Auto throttle engaged. We are pretty much ready for our landing here. And, should be very exciting. Hopefully I don't crash, because that would be very embarrassing. I've got the count on my lap as well, so this is going to make it even more entertaining for us. Alright, we're straightening up a bit here now. I do have the field in sight, somehow. We're pretty much going to be out here. It's basically a sharp turn in and then coming in that way. Sort of thing, so we'll see how we go. Alright, so we're coming down to Barb. Once we get to Barb, as I said, 6,000 feet. We're at 5,000 feet, so we're a little bit low, but it's fine. Basically, it's a huge drop down to the runway anyway, so we're pretty much good and solid for that anyway, so there's no issues. Water brakes are set. Let's get the landing checklist, because I've actually got a proper checklist here. Okay, let's go through the proper landing checklist. Cabin light secure for landing. Let's go ahead and turn that bad boy on. Or maybe a little bit earlier. Nope, it's perfect timing. I'm going to go ahead, auto throttle, auto thrust, speed is off, check. Go around altitude, we're not going to set that yet because we still need to descend a little bit lower. Landing for the TCAS, no blue or that's checked, that's fine. ECAM, landing it down, we're not going to, well, I'm not there yet. Signs are on, spoilers armed, flaps are set, we're good to go. Alrighty. We're pretty much on our final descent now, on our approach phase. Pretty much on our final, if anything. 6,000. We should look onto the localizer very soon. I'm gonna wait till we get the car before I engage the approach. While we're waiting, we'll get some views. It's a very nice day. It's lovely. Lovely and clear. Beautiful. I think reducing those graphics have actually helped a bit. Also, I think it's just loaded in the textures finally, so it's running a lot smoothly now. So I'm very happy with how it's running. And yeah, we're pretty good. The airport is just off to our 11 o'clock. Out there somewhere in the middle of nowhere. Hasn't really spawned it in properly, so I really don't know where the airport physically is, but it's around that general vicinity. We are very slowly approaching cars. We're going to reduce our nautical miles down to 10. Cars is fast approaching. I mean, I could do with some carbs right now. It's just like a nice piece of bread. How good would that be? It's 2:20 in the morning, so, you know, I want to butter this... No pun intended. I want to butter this landing, so... Good stuff. Alright. I do have some exciting news, though. I have finally paid for my new logo and new stream intro and outro branding, which is very exciting. So I'm very excited for that to start to be in development very soon. I've got an awesome designer creating some brand new stuff for me, so I'm very, very keen to get that going in a few weeks' time. I may have selected my approach phase a little bit too earlier in the performance page because I got a bit too excited coming in. I always do that every single time I'm flying. 5. Yeah, I set my approach phase already. I don't know why I've done that, but the plane's basically going to come in a lot slower, which is good for a landing. Limit's going to be at 5,000, target 4,000, Tika 3,000, and then basic forward 26,000. Which we're pretty much ready to go. Yeah, coming up to carb soon. Just off our nose up here. Airport is just going to be in here. Once it actually loads in, you'll know it's an airport. I reckon that's going to be it out there. Oh, yep, there it is there actually. I have the field in sight. I can see the lights flashing. Not too bad. Go over to the engines. Just so you all are aware, I am using the Thrustmaster TCA quadrant as well as the TCA side stick as well as the pendular rudder pedals, all from Thrustmaster. So I've got the whole Thrustmaster setup happening. Very slowly coming up the carbs here. very, very slowly. Still no ATC clearance or anything like that. We're hooked up to Vatsim, but there's still no one active on the tower or approach. So we're just gonna have to land it blind as it happens. So nothing new with that, unfortunately. Nothing new with that. We are coming up to carbs now. Once we get onto that turn, the final base, we're going to go ahead and activate our approach phase here. Getting close now. Alright, making that turn. That's part of this landing, fellas. Let's do it. Gonna go ahead and turn on our approach phase. Cap 3 signal is locked on. I can confirm we are locked on to ILS runway. It normally tells you ILS runway 27. That's what we want on the PFD. Perfect door. ILS runway 27. We are checked. We're at 4,000 at the moment. Check. When they get down to 3,000 at TCA, we're going to go ahead and select that and get ourselves down to 3,000. This is a beautiful approach into Kansas City. We'll go ahead and descend down to 3,000 feet. Runway in sight. I could see it just 12 o'clock. Why didn't that button work? There we go. Alright, as you can see, the airport is in sight, 12 o'clock. I have the runway in, I have the field in sight. Oh, let's get it straight. Just off our nose there. Beautiful approaching. Absolutely stunning. Cracker of a day as well. I do apologize for my voice if it sounds a little bit croaky. I've been streaming for almost like 3-4 hours, if anything. And it's now 2:26 in the morning for me, so it's quite early in the morning. Oh god, I'm going to be doing another stream in another 6 hours or so from now. Once I get some sleep, I'll be back on again doing some LSPDFR. So stay tuned for that. Alright, we are pretty much on our final for runway 27 at Kansas City International. We can go ahead and turn the weather radar off. We don't really need that on. It's calm as heck. We don't need that. One more, I think. Nope, that didn't do it. Good. Did I miss the terrain radar? I don't know. There is lots of vegetation through here though, but nothing for us to worry about. Alright. Once we get up to about 500 feet, we'll go and disengage autopilot. I'm going to manually fly the plane in and take full control. Please let me know in the comments if there is any audio coming from the game. Please let me know so I can do a quick fix. I mean, it'll be a bit late now as we're coming finishing off soon, but please let me know if you can hear anything. Okay, we're about 7.5 nautical miles out. Once we get to 7.5 nautical, 2,500. Check. We are locked on with the glide slope and localizer, so we're pretty good. Plane's just going to start to descend down gradually on its own now. We're in a pretty good shape. We're going to continue bring this down to 2,500. The plane's going to take us down. Go flaps. Oh. Oh, wrong way. Flaps full. You need to descend. We don't want you climbing. No, no, no. We're doing so well. Keep descending. There we go. Right, we are approximately 7.5 nautical miles out. Landing gear down. Verifying 3 green. One green, 3 green. Check. Landing gear secured. Confirm that our speed brakes are deployed. Check. Confirmed. 3 green. Check. Autopilot engaged. Still, we are on the localizer and on the glide slope. This is a beautiful approach in. A little bit windy, but we can manage. From runway 27, clear to land. Even though we don't have any clear to land instructions from ATC because there's none. But you know, it is what it is. Let's get a final view of the plane as we're coming in for landing. Beautiful. Right. Full concentration. $2,000. There's a bit of a wind here, but that's fine. Nothing I can't manage. Once we get down to 5,000, 500, we disengage autopilot. I've got a button. I've got a switch actually on my side stick that I can press to disengage it, which is pretty neat. Cabin crew, prepare for landing. Right, everything's starting to spawn in. Great. That's what we want, texture loss. 1,000 above. Landing. $830. $700. Beautiful approach into Kansas City International. Cracker of a day. 6:30. $530. 500. Autopilot disengaged. There is a little bit of wind here, but that's nothing we can't manage. A little bit higher. Coming down a bit. 400, check. We're a little bit low. A little bit high if anything. That's a bit better. Get ourselves back onto that glide slope. 300, check. Oh, that wind. Mark. That's us down. Beautiful. Not bad. 400. Reverse thrusters out. Not a bad landing, a bit rough. Get ourselves back on the center line there. Get ourselves down to 60. Auto reverse. Neutral. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kansas City International Airport. Thank you for flying with Frontier Flight 1835. Very It's a better landing than I've done before. I'm still getting used to the whole quadrant setup and stuff, but um, much better. Definitely need to do some more practicing, but certainly um, we're not dead, so that's important. We'll go ahead and find a way to the gate here. Textures are really shit because they're not loading in properly, but it is okay. I haven't actually spawned to this. I haven't actually flown to this airport before, so that's probably why it's a little bit laggy and a bit funny looking. As I said, I'm trying out new airports, so there's many more new airports. We'll go ahead and stream. We'll go ahead and take this taxiway here, and we'll go ahead and set our brake fans on here because they're going to be extremely hot. We're going to go ahead and disengage spoilers, retract flaps. Go ahead and turn on our APU here as well. Disengage, turn off our landing lights. When we turn off, lights can come off, wing lights can come off, label lights to taxi. APU can fire up here as well. Turn off our flight directors, constraints, landing lights, landing, all of that good jazz, and we're going to find ourselves to a gate. Man, it is bright out there. Holy heck, that is really bright. I will check. Left is clear. Right, it looks a bit clear as well. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Kansas. We'll take one of these gates here and park there. Gonna for the radar. Gonna gas and transponders and all of that good stuff. That's pretty good. Things are pretty much packed up here. We'll take this gate here, might as well. Closest to us. Turn off our taxi lights. Yeah, we'll go ahead and park in the gate. Actually, let's see if we got... I don't think we've got any marshallers or anyone like that. Oh, yes we do. We got this one here. Nope. No marshaller. That's alright. We don't need a marshaller. We can manage. We'll go set down in this one here. There may be new scenery actually for Kansas City International. I haven't actually purchased it yet, so maybe it's something I need to do. We'll go ahead and get ourselves a better shot here as we're coming in. Beautiful. A little bit more. Really nice. And we'll go ahead and set it there. Very good. We'll go back into the cockpit. Please, take us back into the cockpit. There we go. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and excuse me. We'll go ahead and shut things down here. I'm gonna get to external power, turn the external power on. Come over here to ground unit. Turn the external power on. We'll get requested jetways as well. We may not have any for this airport, unfortunately. May not be available. Yeah, it doesn't look like it is. Big rip. Oh, there's no jetways. That's unfortunate. Anyway, we'll go ahead and just say we got external power, so I'm going to turn external power on. Or not. Nothing wants to turn off. That's amazing. Anyway. Fantastic. Beacon lights can come up. I'm going to shut down the engines. Strobe lights. I should have done that too. I forgot about strobe lights actually. Strobe lights should have come off ages ago. Yeah, continue. Away logbook. Strobe lights can come off. They should have come off. Yeah, literally as I taxied up the runway. But anyway. Why isn't the external power coming on? That is retarded. That should be coming on. Remind me not to come to this airport since there's nothing that actually connects to the actual aircraft. Is there another plane out there? Oh look, all of our equipment's starting to turn up. That's amazing. But the jetway doesn't want to connect though. Whoa. Whoop. There we go, that button. There's so many buttons I have to press, it's just ridiculous. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and see if I can reactivate, turn the power. Nope, that's right. I'll just turn the batteries off, I guess. Turn off all of that good jazz. That can come off. APU can come off as well. And we'll just quickly shut it all down, I guess. Alrighty. That nice sound as we shut everything down. We'll fly on into the front. Oh, polar bear. Oops, wrong button. I keep pressing 5. Alright, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go ahead and get some music rolling. Let's see what we've got. We'll play a bit of Spotify, I say. Change it up, I say. Let's do that. Oh, not that pipe. Let's not go with that one. Let's change it up and do a bit of a Versace. Keep that rolling on here. Good stuff. Alright folks, that is going to do it for this live stream. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thank you so much for sticking with us as we've been flying from pretty much every single airport. Please make sure you stay tuned for further live streams. Go ahead and join my Discord as well, the Mighty CV. I believe you can go to the About page on my Twitch. You can find it in there, or type in Discord actually in the chat. I'll do it for you right now. Go ahead and select that link right there. You can join our Discord, stay up to date for further live streams, and chat with everyone else in the community. Nonetheless, thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next live stream.